All right, I guess we are ready. Welcome everyone to Bingothon 2020. I am pandadotrar, your friendly music producer for this speedrun marathon. If you're wondering what we are going to do today, it's going to be an interesting one. The first ever bingo music production speedrun ever on a speedrun marathon. So, let me explain the rules real quick first. 3 minute track percent is pretty much I have to do a 3 minute arrangement within a time limit of 1 hour. And while doing that, I have to fulfill at least one row of bingo. So what I decided to do is I will not use any presets in Ableton. I will start from a fresh file, and I have to do everything on the fly as well. You can see my beautiful cam right here. I'm also going to use a hardware synthesizer to make a lot of the sounds because it's just more convenient and it's a lot faster. So I don't have to rely on any sort of presets or maybe VST plugins in Ableton, maybe some effects. But we'll see about that. So, we had a donation incentive going on, so we can cut that off right now.
That is correct. I think Tricrow has already cut it off. And with that being said, we also received one final donation towards that from Stacy donating $5 saying, hang on, I have to do an ASMR impression because I said I would do that until the end of my shift if a donation is at least $5. Have fun with your music, Bingo.
Thank you.
Really looking forward to it. And that is right. I am looking forward to it as well. And that makes Lo-Fi Hip Hop the winner with $11.
All right.
So you are going to produce a Lo-Fi Hip Hop track for us in 1 hour. I'm really excited to see that. And I'd say we are ready when you are.
All right. Somebody said I need to up OBS levels, but it's probably on your end because it's really, really loud on my end already. So the tech should up the volume a little bit. And I recommend for you guys watching on the PC to activate the audio compressor. It's just more convenient so you hear all the sounds I'm going to make. Yeah, the rest of the voices will be low because like all audio will come from my stream. But I will do most of the commentary myself, so yeah, that should be fine. Okay, I think I can start in. Wait, are we ready to start?
I believe tech is ready.
If tech is ready, then we can start.
Tech is ready. Trix sends a thumbs up.
All right, then we can start the run in 3, 2, 1. Let's go. So I will have a look at the bingo board for now, and then I will start. So let's see. Damn, I have used a vocoder for anything 2 times in here. That's a little bit bad. All right, I think I will go for row 5. That sounds like a lot of fun. So right from the get-go, we are starting with some drums. That's the only thing I really had prepared because it just makes things a lot more convenient. Let's see. We have some bingo lo-fi drums. Also, we are going to. Oh god, it's already crashing. I see Ableton crash at least at some point. That can happen, by the way. Don't worry about it. Ableton has a very good backup system, so we can do that. So we always have a backup when it crashes. I'm also going to bump down the BPM to 81. That's probably the most convenient thing to do. We're going to arrange the drums first, and the most important part about lo-fi is probably a groovy beat. So we are going to go for a beautiful snare like that first. Bump down the volume a little bit, and I just make a simple drum groove, and then we're going to adjust it a little bit later on. We're going to make it a little bit more groovy. But you'll hear that in a second. So, let's see. I'm gonna check my audio levels. It's a free square. That's true. Okay, audio levels should be fine as well. So, just gonna copy paste some hi-hat, some kick and snare, just over here. So we have a basic groove right now. I can adjust everything later, and for now, just going to make, you know, put in some sounds, make it a little bit more fresh. So a huge part of that, as I said, is the groove, and we're going to head into the groove section, which is over here to the right. It will basically adjust your drums according to some popular grooves that were included in, for example, the MPC, and it will just shift the notes a little bit more, so it sounds a little bit more realistic, I would say. Yeah, that sounds about right. Okay, I can work with that, honestly. Alright, next thing is, I think I'm going for the first bingo goal. I'm going to use my synthesizer to record a piano sound. Let's see. Okay, I have a lot of delay right now. Let me fix that real quick. Oh yeah, that's an awfully lot delay. That's way better. Okay, so I'm just going to start and jam over the track and see what I can do with that. I think that's kind of cool. I can take something from that. So the good thing about Ableton is that you can pretty much chop and screw everything you record, so you can work with audio quite well. Everything you can record, you can splice it up on the fly. It's always live. You can pitch shift the audio. For example, I can make it lower, can make it higher if I want to, but we're going to leave it like that just for now. So another big thing about lo-fi is that it kind of needs to sound like you're using old hardware, you're using old kind of recordings, maybe old kind of vinyls. So we have a good plugin from Waveshell, which is the Abbey Road vinyl. And I'm going to use that to make a wow and flutter effect. So it actually does one thing, it pitch shifts the instrument, like we have it right here. The sound right now is pretty clear. So if you bump up the wow, you can hear the sound is changing a little bit. We obviously don't want it like that. Just a little bit. Also, we're going to add some noise. some crackle sounds. It's pretty much like we would record something from a vinyl. Add some distortion and drive to it to make the sound a little bit warmer. And we're also going to use a little bit of a slowdown. I will make use of that later. But as for now, we don't need it. The slowdown is pretty much just if, the way you would stop a vinyl. Something like that.
If I could come in for a second and read donations?
Yeah, sure, go ahead.
Okay, Pika's got $5 and says, Panda, epic music producer. Ooh. And will show us off with his skills, Craigasm. He also donated another $5 saying, tunes my brain.
Nice.
Enjoy.
Thank you. And also thank you for the donations, that is super kind. So yeah, that is the first bingo goal actually completed. I'm going to use an equalizer to get rid of the mud in the lower end. It's kind of a bassy sound that I chose, so I will cut off the low frequencies. Just we don't have that much disturbance with the bass line later. Alright, that's fine. So, what do we have next? Record a bass sound and make a MIDI clip to use with it. Okay, so this is an interesting one. You can also sample every sound that you record. It doesn't really matter what sound it is, but you can put it into a sampler and then actually play within the software with the sound you recorded. I'm just gonna find out if we have some cool sounds. Okay, that could be actually quite fine. Let's see. Let's record something. Let's record just a note, and then I will make the bass groove out of that. Yes, I indeed recorded the quacking. Okay, so I recorded a pretty long note, which is most likely the best thing you can do if you want to sample it. So we're going to make a MIDI track right now. There's a shortcut for it. I normally use a lot of shortcuts. And then we're going to use the instrument and the simpler. We can drag and drop the audio right in here, and now I can pretty much play the way I want. I can also change the sound, stuff like filters. I can change the sustain, decay, attack, everything right in the software, which is super convenient as well. So let's see. Make it a 2-bar loop and turn the full note off. So remarkable for many lo-fi tunes is that it has a really groovy bass line, kind of like jazz. And I also have to make sure. I have to make sure that I cut off a little bit more of the keyboard actually. So you can actually hear the bass line as well. What I love to do is play some higher notes as well. So it sounds like you're going up and down with the whole thing. You can also do something like a glide, which wasn't possible in on my synthesizer because it works with a lot of presets. So now I can add a glide section to it, so it kind of, you know, smoothly transitions between notes. So let's see about that. You also think, wow, why is he putting random notes in there? It's not. You will see in a second why. I'm going to use the groove as well. Okay, that's needs to be shorter. Okay. And maybe a little bit lower. Okay. Cool. Now that we have a bass line as well, we can use the MPC swing, and now it's going to be like crazy groovy. Cool. Now we have that out of the way as well. So I will need one of the hosts right now to record me a sample that has to be used in any kind of way. You can take a little bit of time for that. While doing that, I have a really cool goal, which is use percussions and the resonator to make a melody. The resonator is an amazingly cool tool that has a lot of different options. It's mostly to make harmonics. So if you don't know anything about music or making music in general, every single sound has different different resonances. You can see it in the EQ, for example. These little bumps that you see here. This is a resonance, and a sound normally exists with different kind of resonances that forms the sound. For example, a sine wave is just one of those knobs. If you add another harmonic to it, it would be like two of those knobs out. So that's a little introduction.
Let you know, Zet, our good friend, has now posted to you in the hosting is posted some didgeridoo and some harps for you. So there you go.
Okay, very cool.
MP3 files.
Yeah, that's amazing. I will use that in a second.
I'll see if I can get something to you as well. Any preference?
Not really. Just do whatever you want to.
Right. Okay.
Okay. So I think I'm going to make just a random percussion pattern. It doesn't have to be anything interesting, really. We're going to make it interesting with the resonator. So as I said, every sound has different resonances, and the resonator makes it so you can add harmonics to pretty much everything. And it's really cool if you have like a really intense, let's see, a really intense percussion crew, for example, and I bump up the dry and wet, I can pretty much say I will do some magic stuff. I have to do some math here. I can pretty much make chords with the percussions. So it's pretty much like I would play a chord right here. Like if I would play this kind of chord, I can do the same thing using the resonator just with percussions, and it's a great way to actually make cool melodies. So let me check something real quick. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, that is amazing. What I didn't explain so far, I opened up the send and return right now. These are pretty much effect channels. So if I send my channel with the percussions to my first return channel, it's going to add a reverb to it. I do have 5 different setups with different kind of effects. And that would be like the effect only. So I can add a little bit of delay.
A quick notice.
Yes.
Paulie has donated $5. Thank you so much. And as I have sworn to keep making ASMR donations, which are at least $5, I'm gonna read it out this way. Hey, Burr. Do you have an audio amplifier? Cause your banger is so hot, it just caused the goddamn forest fire.
Thank you so much, Paulie. I really appreciate that. Alright, that is another goal. Right there. I will adjust the effects a little bit later. But now we can bump up this on the keyboard as well. And on every other channel. It's just a convenient way to make stuff really quick, more interesting. So if you're working with Ableton, the send and returns are pretty much your bread and butter. For like anything, I would say, really. If you want to work quickly, that is. Okay, so we do have. I heard we had some samples that we have to choose. Okay, let's see. All right, we have a didgeridoo and a harp sample. That's amazing. Let's get that in. Okay. So, oh god. Wait, the chat disappeared. All right, it's back. It's back. Don't worry, guys. Okay, so
If you want to know, harp is a C major 7 chord glissando, and the dig is tuned to C sharp as well, so you can just you know how to pitch them in order for your key.
I will. A chord is probably not a good idea, but I will say I can fix that somehow. I am using I think E flat minor right now. I'm really not sure. I just played something and go with it. My music theory is not really on point. Okay, that's actually quite nice. So we are going to use a couple more effects on that as well. So one important thing I haven't talked about so far is auto filters. You're going to see them a lot later on when I arrange things. But as for now, I'm just going to use it to make the sound a little bit more trippy. Also, I think I did... Oh god, I deleted my bass line for whatever reason. What did I do? Oh no. So I guess I have to hook that that one goal off as well. Okay, I have to re-record the bass line. That's not a problem. That just puts me back into some time. Let's see. Okay, let's see. We can do that. I will record some stuff and then I will record a straight note, I would say.
Just 1 second. We have one last donation. Well, at least from me, at least. This will be my last donation for my ship.
Alright.
We have Ghost Chemo donating $5 saying, "This is giving me eargasm."
Thank you so much, man.
I also posted some tracks. I don't know if that was useful.
I mean, that is really useful. Thank you so much. I appreciate it. Okay, so let's see. I will make something else about with the baseline. I just want to adjust the harp real quick, and I have to get into the arrangement. I don't know how far I'm into time wise. Okay. I think we're good then. So I think I will. I think the harp is a little bit out of tune. That's not a huge problem. I will just pitch shift it again. Using the Abbey Road. Just put up the wound flutter a lot. Yeah, that's cool. I like that. Okay, cool. So let me check the bingo board real quick. Host records a sample that has to be used in any way. We have that as well. So I would say we are about to go into the arrangement pretty soon. Let me just rename all my stuff so I actually know what is going on. So I want to record one last melody probably, and then I will just jam over the recording once I do the arrangement. Playing the arrangement live is I'm going to do that with the Innovation Launchpad, which is just a way to trigger those clips. You will see that in a second. So let me get another audio track going, and I think we can add some, I would say, arpeggios, and we are just going to look for a nice sound and then make it arpeggiate and play over the whole track. Yeah, I like that stuff quite a lot. Okay, so we can just loop that as well. So we have a nice like background melody. So we can stack that a little bit. Cool. So that's pretty much our foundation for the song. So now I'm going to arrange the... We are currently in the live view as well. We have another view, which is the arrangement view. And that's where we basically produce our song in, or arrange our song in. However, we are going to do that live. So I will just copy paste everything right now. Then delete that. So that's without kick. So I will arrange everything the way I wanted to play it live. Let's see. Probably something like this. And add some percussion sounds as well on this last one.
So, sorry,
yes.
While you're still searching a sound, I have a donation of $10 from Trix, and he wants me to rap this one, saying, Winner, winner, chicken dinner. Panda is a bingo winner. Corona gets the middle finger, producing like a laser printer. Right, that's the.
That was amazing. I like that. I like that. That was really good. Okay, cool. I think we are ready to arrange as well, so I probably should adjust my camera a tiny little bit. Also say hello to my Gundam lying on my table and my dirty table as well. Don't mind me on that. Okay, let's see. Yeah, that's an amazing mousepad, I know. I don't have anything else right now. I'm sorry, right?
You gotta know your priorities. Audio gear or a mousepad, and I know where my priorities lie. So
that is actually right. Yes. All right. Let's do the arrangement. Yeah, I guess that kind of works. Okay, let's see how long we are in. Yeah, that works perfectly the way I thought. Okay, can somebody tell me the time? That would be important for me in a second as well. The whole chat of music modus.
Currently, we are at 34:47, at least on stream screen.
All right.
There is a delay.
That was actually amazing. Let's see. I think we are also at around the 3-minute mark. Okay, that is also our bingo as well, and we do have a 3-minute arrangement. However, I'm not finished quite yet. Time will come up when I'm actually finished with the arrangement, and I will going to jam something live over it as well. Wait, what was that? It was like a melody, I think. So let's search for a sound that we can use for like a cool break or something like this. All right. I I think I had some cool sounds already. Oh, wait a second. Yeah, and let's just jam over it. Also, bingo. Last one was definitely wrong. Doesn't really matter though, we can just cut it off. That's the really good part about Ableton. You can just cut off like everything you didn't play quite as well and remove it directly on the fly from the audio track. So as well, we are going to let's see, add some audio effects over it. A chorus is always a good choice for those lo-fi tunes. It makes things a little bit brighter, a little bit more wide. I would say I can adjust something with the EQ here and add yeah, that's cool. Just copy paste that. And let's record something in this area right here as well. And I would say that is time. Are we ready on time? No, it's time. It is about time. So yeah, that was Ableton Live music production bingo with your friendly boy pandadotrar. Thank you for the GG. I don't know, like, what was the time?
So on screen it says 39 minutes and 47 seconds.
That's quite good. That's honestly
really good.
Quite nice. Normally, like from here on, if I have an arrangement like this, you can do a lot of like little details, but those little details mostly take up like a lot of time, at least 2, 3, 4 hours. And people from my stream know actually that I'm, doing a lot of little details later on once I have like an arrangement like that done. But yeah, it's really good. I think we have some time to play the full song again, and then we can head over to the next run. All right, and then let's kick it back. Yeah, I like that. A lot of things I would do here, but overall it's really solid beginning to a track. You have the sudden urges to study. Well, I cannot put an anime girl on screen right now, but wait. Here's your favorite anime girl, Mr. Peepo. He is happy that you want to study. Okay, so there's one thing I realized just here. Should have delayed this melody a little bit more, but yeah, that's just fine-tuning things, and fine-tuning things will most likely come once you have like everything set up. I think after the song we can head to intermissions. I want to say a big thank you for having me doing this bingo on this year's Bingothon. With something different for sure, but I hope you guys enjoyed it. And yeah, that's it for me. Thank you all for hanging out, and enjoy the rest of Bingothon. I'll be later on as a host as well, so you know you have a little bit more of my voice. All right, peace out, guys.
Panda,
Yes.
before you go, can I read a couple of donations?
I mean, I will still be here, but we can head over to intermission now.
Yeah, but I want you to hear them, okay? They're dedicated to you.
All right. Let's do it. I'll have the song in the background so we can, you know.
Yeah, that's even better. So we have $5 from Polly saying, "Damn, this song is a banger. Makes me not jump over a fucking cliffhanger." Thank you very much for that.
Thank you.
Ryan. And we have another $5 from Polly again saying, "Killing Corona like Kung Flu Panda." Thanks a lot for that.
That's a good one. I like that. Thank you, Paulie. I appreciate it.
And a third one just also popped in while you were reading them. Tricks with $5 saying, "Going sour please, while making a masterpiece, prevent the corona disease, but when is your new album released?"
Well, it just released yesterday, so if you want to download that, you can buy it actually on Bandcamp, as well as my other stuff. So it's .ramusic.bandcamp.com if you want to check that out. There are a couple of free stuff as well, so you know you can check that out if you want. All right, I think we are good to go for the next run. I fixed the schedule, so.
Hello,
Oh,
everybody.
I'm just going to do that. Okay, let me just put here that Fred Hutch is aiming to develop additional lab secrets here. Let's not share the information, not just for next strain, but all scientists up next is
wonderful because we are almost at $600 and we are on our way to the first 1,000. Keep donating, keep supporting us, keep watching us. We have so many more bingos to come that are amazing.
And yes, it does
How about
accumulate
you just
over
leave
multiple
back,
donations.
listen to some
So,
awesome songs while we are setting up the next round, which is Darkest Dungeon by Tricrow and Rebel Dragon.
I feel like I can hear noise. Where does that come from?
Oh,
Is there someone talking?
Is that you, Pika?
What's going on?
Oh, hey, I
I don't
can
know.
hear people. I can hear people.
I think this...
Is my audio broken or something? What's going on? What I hear people from other
can
rooms?
hear
They're
you
not
guys,
supposed
but
to be
apparently
alive.
you
This is
can't
my
hear me.
shift. This is not your
Mike,
shift.
this is really
All the
a
other
shame that
people did
nobody is
go,
able
go,
to
go, wait.
hear.
This
No,
is
no,
my
you
shift.
stole my shift.
Mike, what are
you
we
stole
doing?
my freaking
What are we
shift.
doing,
Stop
guys?
it. Shut up. You stole... You...
This is so weird. In
Someone became very stern, you know, with the rest. I mean, alright. That actually completes one of the bingos. Well done, everyone.
Good job.
Well... Poggers, everyone.
I'm sorry, what did I do?
I'm sorry, did you say something, Sona? I couldn't quite hear you.
No.
All right, take care for real now.
Alright.
I will leave it to the actual hosts now,
Yeah.
whoever that is.
I'm signing off again, so thank you. That was amazing. Have fun.
Signing off now. Good luck, everyone.
Hey.
Hey.
Hello, everybody. Welcome to your actually two favorite hosts, Stacy and Zornris.
Of course. Facts, right here.
So, how are you enjoying Bingothon so far?
Oh, it's great. Did you get that part where Zed and Tricrow were reading donations in ASMR, and so good.
Kinda. So I wasn't aware of it, but I definitely heard Tricrow say things in ASMR style. So that makes sense. I was wondering if he was doing that on purpose or not. So that's great.
Yeah, they for every donation of $5 or more, they were reading everything in ASMR, and people actually, put a lot of effort into making it entertaining for the hosts, which is great. So, what you just watched was a very special run, a very special bingo music production by Panda. We're all chilling to this track that he created within this around 40 minutes, and that was really great. I love the idea. I'm so glad that he submitted it to Bingothon.
Yeah, that was pretty cool. I was lying in bed and just chilling.
Nice. What is our next run?
Coming up is Darkest Dungeon by Rebel Dragon and a very unknown man that you probably never heard in your life called Tricrow or something.
Tricrow?
He apparently is pretty good at this
That's
game.
an interesting name. Is it like his first playthrough or something?
I don't know. I'd say probably his third or so, maybe.
Oh, well, I mean, we welcome everyone, right?
Yeah, we're
People learn, people get better. Sometimes they can beat the game, once in a while. Darkest Dungeon, pretty hardcore. People rage quit, break the keyboards, things like that. It happens.
yeah, we don't judge here. Just everybody is supposed to have fun.
Do you have any incentives for this upcoming run? Do you know?
Actually, we do.
Ooh, tell me all about it.
Yeah, so in Darkest Dungeon, you start out in a hamlet, and you can name the hamlet different names, and we have a bid war for the name incentive for that. So the current winner with $11 is Framped. Wonder if that's a reference to Dark Souls. And at $5 we have Pikastrof.
Oh, really?
Whoever that is.
I wonder. I mean, if we want that Pikastrof person to, overtake Framped, you gotta donate what, $7? That's not much. That's doable. We can do it before the run starts, right, chat? I'm sure. Sure we can.
Yeah, $7. Quick maths.
Alright, and after that we have Hollow Knight Junk Pit Randomizer. And for this run, we actually had an incentive that has been met. Thank you so much for your donations. It's called Path of Pain, and because it has been met, the Hollow Knight runners will have to complete an extra challenge in this bingo, which, I mean, we're all for making the runners' lives a little bit harder, the runs a little bit more challenging, a little bit more difficult, because runners love that themselves. They love challenge, they love overcoming difficulties and, getting better times and things like that, I'm sure.
Have you played Hollow Knight?
Yeah, a little bit. I didn't get too far.
Same.
To be honest.
Same.
I mean, that's why we have really cool, talented, super skillful runners that know the game from A to Z.
Unlike us.
Yeah, unlike us. And we really hope that you're going to enjoy this bingo, because we are told that the runners are actually ready to start. So
hell yeah.
Yeah.
So,
Enjoy.
I hope you guys are ready for some Darkest Dungeon.
Alright.
So yeah, we're gonna jump over to the runners and see you in a bit, guys.
See ya.